Hey there, thanks for joining us at the Rabbit Hole of Research, where you'll learn a few facts that you can impress your friends with at a party.
Hey, welcome back to the Rabbit Hole of Research down here in the basement studio. Nick is...
Hello. I'm at home on my couch at the moment.
He's at home. His couch has become the basement studio, right? That's how we do it.
Yeah, anywhere I am becomes the basement studio.
That's right. Anywhere we're recording, we're the basement studio. It's now the basement studio. We're back for the mini episode 16 on alien invasions. Just here to just clean up anything.
Go ahead and add on to it. And I'm going to go off on the top and say that I did see the new Alien movie.
Yeah, how was it?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it. Joe, you're probably not going to like it as much. It's not like your favorite one, Alien.
Yeah, it had to feel like it would be like Aliens. Like that's the feel that it had from the trailer. So you thought it was more like the first Alien.
Yeah.
I got
100%.
I got no beef
from all.
have no beef with Alien. My only point was that it's very often that a sequel equals or supersedes the original. And I think Aliens is really close. And in my opinion, maybe a little bit better than Alien. But I'm splitting a lot of hairs there. Yeah, see, that's...
I love Aliens, but it was no Alien.
Okay. Yeah, that's a different... I think we'll have a whole Alien episode. Because really...
That'll probably be next year.
That will be probably next year. Because we have a slate already lined up. So yeah, we'll probably fit that one in next year and have a guest or two come on, and that would be fun to talk about. Yeah, so something to look forward to.
Give me a reason to watch them all again.
I'm going to go see it. The trailer was hype, so I'm excited. So I just need to get there and watch it.
I will say that the friend I was with did jump. Guest of the show, Evan. He got startled during the movie. So it's funny to see him jump.
Yeah, there you go. Just embarrass him on the rabbit hole of research.
Yeah, obviously. He's going to listen to it and be like, wow, Nick did that to me.
Yeah, right. He called me out on the show. Yeah. So I
called out.
Me watching, I'm still making my way through Parasite the Gray. I think I have 2 episodes left. It's a shorty, like about 6 episodes or so. But I did finish Umbrella Academy season 4. I enjoyed it. I think the ending was a little interesting. I'd be interesting to see what listeners out there think of it. I think it got back to its roots. But it was good. It was worth a watch. So have you watched any Umbrella Academy?
I did watch the first 2 seasons. I don't have Netflix anymore, so I haven't really watched it.
Oh, you have to come over and we can watch it. They did a good job. Left some things open. I don't want to spoil it. Per the rules of the show, it is under 20 years old. So yeah, so
20 years. Oh.
So the episode Alien Invasion, it was a fun show. There was feedback from Georgia, who joins us on the show quite a bit. Everyone should know Georgia. So she had listened to the episode and she had some ideas about who should have been awarded the Ultimate Alien Award that we gave out in the last episode, if you remember. So I had given the award to Jeff Goldblum without any consultation with the other hosts, Georgia, with Nick and Georgia. Nick made a strong case for Will Smith, but still lost. And
I don't believe so.
I'm gonna get to it. And then I love Will Smith. We got the Philly connection, West Philly. And then Georgia said, "What about Sigourney Weaver?"
How did we not?
And right,
I am with Georgia. For this
think that was an oversight, but I'm gonna still give it to Jeff Goldblum. And let me run it down here. So Sigourney Weaver.
We also did leave out all the Alien films.
That's right.
Which is supposed to be part of an alien invasion.
Right. And so it's not.
General.
Well, I mean, I think it was this Ultimate Alien, and it wasn't necessarily invasion movies, but you're right. The Alien movies aren't technically an invasion movie. I think they're making a new one, right? Isn't that it's coming out? It's supposed to be like
a TV show,
Alien Earth or Alien something like that. So that'll be exciting.
Alien TV show,
right? But yeah, she had Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. She was in Avatar, Galaxy Quest, Paul, Avatar: The Way of the Water. She had a lot of series, and we're giving credit for each movie or are we just giving a credit for the franchise? Because that's eight total films, and that's in my searching, and folks out there, if you find someone with more, but she had 8 total films. Jeff Goldblum had 7. We went through that: Invasion of Body Snatchers, The Adventure of Bucky Banzai, Across the Eighth Dimension, Earth Girls Are Easy, Independence Day Resurgence, Thor Ragnarok, Asteroid City. So he had a total of 7 movies. And then Will Smith had 6 movies: Independence Day, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3, Men in Black International, Hancock. So if you take away the franchises, you collapse those down, Jeff Goldblum is the clear leader. You also
have to go with Ghostbusters, too.
For
Ghostbusters is an invasion of ghosts.
That's not an alien, though. I think that's paranormal invasion.
Listen,
that's different.
Invasion.
This is alien invasion or alien. This is ultimate. And also it's the ultimate alien actor award, not the ultimate ghost or paranormal award.
Did you go with Galaxy Quest? Because I didn't hear that on your list.
Yes, for Sigourney Weaver. It was on my list. And then we had Lance Henriksen. He was in Alien franchise, Alien 3, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, The Visitor, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind for 6 films there. Donald Sutherland, we left him off the list. Invasion of Body Snatchers, Virus, Final Fantasy, The Puppet Master, so with 4. And then my homie, Kurt Russell, The Thing, Stargate, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2 with 3 there. So you really, there's some competition there for next year. We'll have to rethink about it. But I think Jeff Goldblum has this year. And,
what about?
Go ahead. Oh, you had more to say about the ultimate alien actor?
No.
Okay.
No, we'll save it for.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll save it. I'm gonna come at you hard with that.
If anyone knows Jeff Goldblum, tell him that he needs to come on and accept his flowers from stuff. Rabbit hole of research.
We still have so much to debate with this one before you go handing it out.
Yeah, the other thing we talked about was Thundercats. I think we kicked the can about Third Earth. Third Earth was the place. It had both native beings, but also alien origin, and that was the Thundercats. And because their home of Thundera was destroyed, and they were hurled through space and landed on the Third Earth and set up their base fighting Mum-Ra, who was trying to take over. You've said you watched Thundercats, right?
Yeah. Didn't they just do a reboot of that recently, too?
They did. I did not watch it. I didn't like the animation style. I mean, the story might be great, but I don't know. Sometimes when you do that, I'm very nostalgic. I think they did a really great job with X-Men 97. And I think they respected that the folks who were going to watch it and get into it would be thinking about the original X-Men animated series. And they did a great job of being very faithful to the animation styles.
But the one thing I do have to say, if you're continuing a story, yes, go ahead and try to be the same art style. But if it's a new story, you don't want to be attached to that original one.
All right, but the Thundercats, the fan base is older now. They're going to be adults. And they're going to be bringing their children into it. But you have to introduce them. And I think I think you can do it that way. But I think it's, hey, we want to really make the fans, the first fans, the day one fans happy. And I think that's why you would go, okay, let's try to honor the original art style, the original series. But that's just my opinion. I didn't like the animation style that was chosen.
But yeah, anything else you're thinking about for the original episode?
One other idea, and because we started that episode off with you talking about humans invading other planets with the Starship Troopers, Avatar, and Star Trek, which they weren't invading. Part of their mission statement was not to interfere. So they were kind of galactic police or the non-interference policy. That was their position. So I don't know if they were.
They did it first.
Yeah, well, they claimed some land. What they could have done is this idea of panspermia. And panspermia is this idea that life on Earth originated from extraterrestrial sources, and suggests that precursors to life did not originate on Earth, but instead was brought here from elsewhere in the universe. And it's an alternative idea to abiogenesis, where life, abiogenesis, where life arises from non-living matter through natural processes on Earth. So it's a really interesting idea that you would have meteorites dispersing materials. So they almost go back to Starship Troopers, where they were launching these giant boulders, meteors towards Earth and destroy cities. The idea is that they could have life on them, which you could launch and spring an invasion that way and have life. It's really an interesting idea. Organic molecules have been found in meteorites. Can microbes survive traveling through space embedded in some comet or something? There's some evidence they could. We have extreme resilience to life, like tardigrades, or called border bears. They can actually survive the vacuum of space and be revived. Certain bacteria can live at these extreme kind of conditions. In alien invasion movies, like the invasion of Body Snatchers, that's the idea that this whatever cloudy stuff floats to Earth and then is rained down upon us. And then that starts the whole process of making the pod people, the clones that are now the aliens. It's an interesting theory that you have. I mean, there's some pushback.
A harder one to get behind, too.
Yeah, right. You also go, well, would they really live hurling through our atmosphere? It's pretty violent. It's hot. You might sterilize this meteor before it actually hits the Earth. A lot of radiation exposure that going through. So how are you protecting the DNA, these kind of fragile biological molecules? And we go back to the fact that there's no confirmed extraterrestrial life out there. So it's a chicken and an egg paradox. How did life get started on Earth is still being figured out still. And so if you push it to, well, we had extraterrestrial, then you go, well, how did that extraterrestrial material get started, right? So you just shift the problem of the origin of life to some other location and go, well, we find that location and we'll get all the answers, right? So you have this fun cyclical kind of argument. It's used in fiction as a way to bring an invasion to Earth in a very sneaky way, like the Blob. That was a meteor that hit, and then the Blob came out and was kind of this unstoppable jello. I'll put some of this in the show notes.
I do have something from the last mini episode we did. Alex had asked what was one of my favorite Spider-Man comics. And I found the name, and apparently on Goodreads, it does not have a great review, but I absolutely love it. And I think it's a good, really cool read. It's Marvel Knights Spider-Man Fight Night by Matt Kinedc. Go ahead and it's Matt Kinedc. And yeah, it's a really cool story. I want to say it was Sinister Six that came after him.
Oh, wow.
And it really was just you see the fragment lost as he goes further into the night. And
we'll throw that in the show notes.
It didn't get a good rating, but I thought it was really cool. You can get the paperback online, I think, for $10, I see it. So hopefully it gets a good bump.
Yeah, Hoopla or
local library. I just reread it on Marvel Unlimited. So
another way to get it. Yeah,
it's out there. Go ahead and give it a read. You can yell at me if you hate it, or you can just tell the Matt Heinz that we sent you over, and maybe he'll give us a high five.
That's right. Yeah, come on, he might be a nominee for some arbitrary award that we give out on the show. Cool.
But
all right, I think that's all I got for this one.
Yeah, I think everything I have is going to end up being said on a new episode, so I don't want to go ahead and push it too much in that direction.
All right, then. Well, Joe, Nick here, and that's a wrap.
Went down some other hole.
Mini holes. All right.
All right, we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Next episode, which is telepathy and telekinesis. And we'll have a guest on that one. So it's a really fun hoot. So yeah, stay safe out there during the next alien invasion, people. We love you.
Goodbye.